Welcome to Dual Wield Shii Cho as done by Kamino Temple. This is designed to work with the single saber form and the footwork is the same. For the purposes of this video, my right saber is purple, my left saber is yellow. You start feet shoulder width apart, sabers out at your sides at about a 45-degree angle. You spin up your right saber, bringing it in front of your chest just to the left of your face. You're going to stab with your left and bring your right saber down to be parallel to the ground in front of your chest. You're going to drop your left saber, cut down with the left, cut down with the right, and cut down with the left again. At this point, your right saber is tucked by your left hip, your left saber is out in front, your sabers should be about parallel with each other at a 45-degree angle with the ground. You're going to block your right shoulder with your left saber, cut down with the right, cut down with the left, and cut down with the right. Again, sabers are parallel with each other, left saber is tucked by your right hip, 45-degree angle to the ground. You're then going to block your left shoulder and cut across with your left, and cut across with the right. This is sort of your ready position here. Left saber by your left shoulder, right saber by your left hip. Your saber should be roughly parallel with the ground. You're then going to cut across with your right and across with the left. Again, bringing your right saber to your right shoulder, left saber to your hip. You're then going to cut up with your left saber and up with your right, bringing your left saber to be over your shoulder, right saber parallel to the ground, pointing forward. You're going to cut up with the right saber, up with the left saber, right saber comes to your shoulder, left saber parallel to the ground, pointing forward. You're then going to step and bring them together above your head, and then cut down. You're then going to cut to the side with both sabers, with the left saber coming to your hip, right saber coming out to point forward, both sabers parallel to the ground. You're going to cut to the other side with your left saber. At this point they are parallel to each other and the ground pointing forward, and then you're going to bring them back into your ready position. So this is your right saber by your right shoulder, left saber by your right hip. You're going to cut up with the left and down with the right. At this point, your left saber is by your shoulder, right saber pointing forward in front of you. You're going to block your shoulder with the right and cut down with the left. You're going to step sort of into your saber, bringing your left saber to your right hip. As you cut across with the right, bring it to your left shoulder. At this point, they should both be roughly parallel to the ground. Right saber at your left shoulder, left saber at your right hip. You're then going to step and cut down. You're then going to step and cut across with your left, bringing it to your hip as you cut over your head to be at about head height. So your right saber is about head height, pointing forward, left saber tucked in at your hip. You're then going to block your shoulder and cut down with the left, cut down with the right, cut down with the left as you take those two steps. This is similar to the single wield Shii Cho. So at this point, again, you're back to that fairly early on position. Saber is parallel to each other, 45-degree angle to the ground. You're then going to turn your saber around in your hand, being careful not to hit yourself in the face, and it's going to end out at about a 90-degree angle with your arm, pointing forward. Your right saber is still tucked into your side. You're going to dodge with your foot, bringing your right saber up, cutting down with it, and down with the left. And you're back into that position. You're then going to step and stab forward with your left, bringing your right saber out behind you at a 45-degree angle. You're going to step forward, spin up with your right as your left goes down to your side. Right salutes next to your face, and down.